Hi, how are you? Peace and blessings to everyone. Let's see, I just wanted to do something quick here. Today is the last day of the National Human Trafficking Awareness Month. And I guess there's been some new bills or something put in place at the federal level. And I don't know what they are, but you can always check yourself. But I am here. I just wanted to share 2 tips and tell you my own personal experience. Now, when we look at human trafficking, maybe a long time ago, it was really a thing that you heard about a lot. And then it seemed to, be silent for a long time. But I guess during that time, it wasn't so silent, okay, because things were happening. People, especially young people, were being trafficked and everything, okay? Now, I want to share my own personal experience in regards to human trafficking. Yes, I have an experience, okay? It happened back in the day. I used to do modeling, okay? Right? Okay. So it was like a troupe, a group of us. We would do modeling at different events and, clubs or venues, United Nations, all kinds of stuff. Now, one day, my mother, okay, I'm going to tell you something. My mother, I don't know why she told me this, but she said, I think that those people might be part of some kind of prostitution ring. So I said, oh my goodness, my mother has flipped. She's flipped. She's off her rocker right now, okay? Because she told me that. She said, I think that those people are part of some kind of prostitution ring. So, I kept going, and everything. But one day, I got a phone call. Now, my mother was at work. Then I'm thinking, I didn't know she was at work. Because of the time they called. The man called. And what he told me, he said, we're trying to get the girls together so that we can do some modeling in Haiti. Would you like to go to Haiti? I'm like, yes! Oh, I would love to go to Haiti. Okay, I was like, yes, I am there. Okay, so, I'm all excited and everything. And so then he's like, okay, that's great, this and that. I'll give you more information later on as we get it together, da, 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 da. And so at the end of the conversation, though, the man tells me, he says, but you can't tell your mother. I was like, oh, I can't tell my mother? He said, no, we don't want you to tell your mother right now. I'm like, I said, well, okay. I won't tell her right now. I won't tell her. So I hung up the phone. That was it. Cut off. You cut off. You, whoever, whatever girls, that was it. No, oh no, we not friends no more. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know. But the thing is, if my mother hadn't told me, if she hadn't have said, I think that these people might be part of a prostitution ring, I might not have paid it any mind when he told me not to tell my mother. But because my mother told me that, when he told me that, not to tell your mother, her words rang in my ear. Okay, I'm like, maybe my mother isn't off her rocker. This is strange. Okay, so the thing is, for parents, the tip that I have is to simply have a conversation with your children about this kind of stuff. Okay, let them know it does exist. That if something doesn't seem right, just have a conversation, because I guess they have a lot of luring techniques and all of that, and to try and get you away. Now, if my mother hadn't had that conversation with me and she hadn't have said anything, I might not, if they said, oh, don't tell your mother, what if then I didn't tell my mother, and then one day they say, okay, it's time to go, whatever. We'll contact your mother later, because maybe, I don't know what it was. Oh, we don't want her to stop you from going. We really like you. You do this. You know what I'm saying? All the baloney stuff. Okay, so I could have walked out the house one day and my mother wouldn't have known anywhere of where I could possibly be. Okay, because I didn't tell her. They told me not to tell her this and that. Okay, so my tip for parents is talk to your children about it. Let them know. I don't know whether they were a prostitution ring or not. Okay, but if it was, I definitely was saved. Looked, God looked out because I listened to my mother. Okay, now on the other hand, children, kids, teenagers, this is the tip I want to give you. It does not hurt you to let your parents, your guardian, whoever, it does not hurt you to let them know where you are, where you're going, who you're going with. Okay? In fact, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Okay? One time, my mother had to check me one time when I was younger. And she said, well, don't I tell you where I'm going? Don't I tell you if I'm going to the store or I'm going over here and I'll be back this and that? Don't I tell you? I'm like, I guess she does. So that's the tip for children. Always tell your parents where you're going. If someone says something to you, don't tell your mother, don't tell your father, don't tell anyone. That's the time to tell. Okay? That is the time to tell. When I hung up that phone and when my mother got home, I'm like, Ma, guess what? Guess what? They told me about a trip to Haiti and not to tell you. Okay, so the thing is, and see, I never called those people again. Any of the people that was with that troupe of models that I was modeling with, everybody was cut off. Everybody was cut off. No, we not friends. No, I know we not friends. Okay, and see, the thing was, and they never called me back either. Okay, because that was the catch. Okay, if I was really going to go for it, and I would have been calling, if they had me on the hook, if they had hooked me, I would have been like calling them, hey, what can you tell me any more about that trip to Haiti? When have you made, you know what I'm saying? So they knew, just like I knew. We know now. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, take care, and I'll talk to you again.